Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Whipplesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road, Ballscombe, Falmer and Lewis, also Hove and stations to Worthing should change at right.
then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Whipplesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road, Ballscombe, Falmer and Lewis, also Hove and stations to Worthing should change at right.
What? Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thanks for jumping on in. Let's put the lemon into the water. Ooh, that's spicy. Not spicy, but wow. The first thing that your body touches in the lips. Ooh, let me get. No, not right now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you so much for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and being a part of the live stream. I love you all. I appreciate you all, and thank you. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to everybody here. Nano making a huge move up 120% out of nowhere. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. How's everybody doing? Looking like the audio is okay, cool. It's so weird, man. OBS every once in a while, like today, the levels are always perfect, but today OBS is showing me that the levels are overbought. They're over, they're getting red. However, it wasn't showing me red for the last 2 weeks. So something happens with the computer. Also, the computer kind of this morning was acting a little funny. So whatever reason, so this is telling me that it's overmodulated, but it's the same that I hear it every day. So I'll restart my computer. Things will probably go back. So this happens once every 30 days, 20 days. The program tells me that I'm overmodulated when I'm not. And that's tough for me because I'm trying to gauge what you're hearing and I can't tell the difference, right? So I usually go by those levels, which are pretty spot on, but today they decide not to be spot on. I do not know why. Always something you got to keep moving in when you're dealing with technology. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. Today, we're going to break down the gains we made in the trading group. We're going to talk about what we saw, and we're going to break it down. I like to just break down, if you were in my trading group the last 2 days, what would have happened? Well, we saw Telcoin in a tight channel on the 17th. It would go up, come back down, and go up again for a beautiful 41% gains. Never hit the stop loss despite all the insanity going on. Telcoin was a strong coin and made 41.9% gains without hitting a stop loss. TWT, we call this double bottom. It would lift off that for 17% gains 2 days. Bang, bang, bang. Another strong coin we identified. We started trading this the second the market started getting sketchy and FTF collapsed. We said, hey, people are going to run to decentralized exchanges. We found the narrative. We were making money that night. I was in Miami. I figured out we should trade DXY and TWT. So I knew exactly where to pivot, exactly when. I actually looked back on that. I was like, Sam, dude, how'd you do that? And I was like, dude, I guess because I was looking back. I asked myself, I have conversations with myself. I said, how the heck did you start trading DX, DXDY, and TWT the night of the collapse? I said, well, it was obvious, wasn't it, Sam? I said, man, that's why people pay you the big bucks, huh, Sammy? I said, it is pretty good. I was impressed. I was with myself because I was like, damn, man, you pivoted in like a 2-hour period. You went and found the hottest coins. You made gains. You found the setups. And you were supposedly on vacation. You know what I mean? Anyway, so TWT is still hitting for gains. And I'm sorry to talk about myself, but it was insane. I still can't believe the pivot that the whole group made. But I was the leader of the group, right? I'm making sure I'm steering this ship out of the storm and into the good weather. Every single time, baby. Every single time. So, look, P-Stake, given by my elite in a beautiful falling wedge. Exactly what we go for. Boomed up with a wick for 43.9% gains in 2 days. P-Stake banging on them. C98, another coin because it's decentralized, right? Following the narrative. Just a quick scalp for 10% on a candle. And Rep from the 17th to the 22nd. Came up, went up, came down, had some wickage, but eventually made it for 35 and is still holding above where a stop loss would have been placed. And S-Key also made a bit of move for 15% gains out of the pocket. And DG, which is, that popped out for a bit of wick for 17% gains. My FFR call, cool, eventually went sideways, and would pop again. So there's still money to be made here. This is all in the past 3 days. Bang, 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 boom. XRP, I'm looking at this beautiful cup and handle on the 3-day. Here's a freebie. You might want to jot this down. You might want to write this down. You got falling volume with falling price. You're hugging a point of control. You get back above that. You're likely to get to the next high volume node. You rip that. You're going to rip to this high volume node at 77 cents. All right. You're showing bottom, basically a triple bottom here with strong support. It could collapse and go to the downside, but you don't have to risk a lot to gain so much more. So this is a high risk. To me, you're getting in a better lower risk area now at this point because coins are just in heavy fear and been sold off to the point of no return. This is the most fear I've ever seen in a market. Constant collapsing, illiquid exchanges, schemes, government behind the scenes. Just it's all there. It has everything that we look at. It has everything like of a James Bond story mixed in with a Enron collapse. I mean, it's insane, right? People running from in the Bahamas. Just how long is he going to be there? What's going on? Is he ever going to get extradited? What is happening? Will these people ever pay for their crimes? We will never know. And honestly, I don't care. I focus on me and my team and my group, making sure we find gains, making sure you get to where you need to be every single day. That is my priority. That is my universe. That is my world. You are my world. You, whether you're a man or a woman, no homo at all, but you are my world. I live for you every single day. You toss me $3 a day, $270 a day, which is not much, and I give you every single thing I have every single day of the week. And that's the exchange we've created. And hopefully, it's going to be more than money. One day I'm going to see you're going to invite me to your homes. You're going to fly me places. You're going to become the multi-millionaires that I know in my life. You know what I mean? And you're going to be successful people that give back, that channel the energy. And some of you already are. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. So I'm looking at XRP on the 3-day chart. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. Falling volume with falling price. Falling wedge. Holding a point of control. Showing signs of support. This thing might just get busy. You know what I mean? This thing might just let off. So anyway, you do whatever makes you happy. I would never tell you what to buy or sell, all right? And I'm not a financial advisor, right? So you got to do whatever you see is fit. Again, the tight moving averages, we usually jettison up to where the 200 simple. I've seen it many, many times. Price action, when it gets tight into these moving averages, it'll move back up to the 200 simple moving average. Now, if Bitcoin takes a tumble, this will tumble too. And it'll change the whole narrative. So we'll watch Bitcoin every single day slowly. But this is something on the back burner that I'm watching. And if they win or something happens with that case, and honestly, if you haven't seen the news lately, if you just type in XRP, you go to Twitter here. I don't know why that's trending. It's so ridiculous. But if you go to one Bitcoin is trending, I like that. Who's on their one Bitcoin train? You know what I mean? Who's on that one Bitcoin train? I'm with that. I'm always with that. I'm trying to become a crab, baby. I'm going for 20. I'm going for 20, baby. I want 20 Bitcoins. Who's on that one Bitcoin train? Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes, and more yes. And that's me, baby. Bitcoin. I love tweeting about Bitcoin. See, I just did it. So that's one of my favorite tweets. You know what I mean? But, I mean, a person who retweets follows me will receive one Bitcoin. Yes, for real. Retweet my pinned post. Yeah, right. Retweet. He's going to give away a Bitcoin. I mean, I'll follow that. Wow. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in this holiday. You know, a lot of people they're gonna fall off during the holidays, right? They're gonna say they're busy, not able to make the stream. They're gonna miss the gains. And they're gonna miss what we see happening every single day. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Have I not done enough bat flips for you? Showing you the way. So look, we looked at Litecoin this morning in the trading group. It's in a beautiful flag. This thing, it did a little peak, but it's flagging out pretty nicely on the 15-minute. Getting oversold in that 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour wants to make a bit of a move here. I'm watching Litecoin. It's been hot, and it's continuing to pump to the upside. Litecoin on the radar, right? So there's Telcoin made a bit of a move there. TWT made a move. And I actually want to continue to look at these coins too. And GMX was on my radar too. It's a decentralized exchange. Sorry. So look, it took a dip. Took that stop loss dip. Made it back inside the pattern. It's interesting. GMX playing this in and out game here, but it's back in the channel. I could see this thing doing some damage once people realize what it is and start using the GMX exchange. Decentralized, gmx.io. Check them out. Check them out. Come here every day to get the knowledge, get what you need. Decentralized perpetual exchange. Trade Bitcoin, ETH, AVAX, and other top cryptocurrencies with up to 50x leverage directly from your wallet. I mean, where else can you do that? This is going to catch on. It's got Arbitrum and Avalanche. I see this catching on. I don't see why this won't continue to move. If they do the right thing and they handle business correctly, they're set up pretty nicely. All right. Total users only 166,733. All right. Thank you for the new subscriber jumping on into the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. May God bless you and yours for being a lifer. You're now a crypto lifer for life, baby. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show every single day. And we're going to go all the way into Thanksgiving. A lot of people are traveling today, big travel day. You know, you're going to have low viewership on YouTube alone. Just people aren't going to be locked to their computers. They're not stuck at work, so they're not going to look at things they shouldn't. Can you believe that? Most people are at work watching YouTube while they're supposed to be getting paid. Work makes YouTube. Keep giving people mundane tasks that they can't stand, and they're going to keep coming and watching me on YouTube. That's what I did. I was watching YouTubers at work. I did the same thing. I said, hey, why don't I monetize this behavior? You know what I mean? A light bulb went off in my head. I said, hey, I should be on the other side of the screen over here. Hey, what am I doing on the other side of the screen? And now I empower people to follow their dreams, go after the love, and just get it in. FOMC trending, we don't like to see that. Wednesday, November 23rd, durable goods, orders, and capital equipments, jobless claims. I can't wait for the minutes. Yeah, they're going to have minutes today at 2 p.m. That's another reason why the market's kind of sketchy. At 2 p.m. today, they're going to have Fed minutes. And they're going to talk about durable goods and core and capital equipment orders, jobless claims, S&P, U.S. manufacturing services, PMI, consumer sentiment index, the 5-year inflation, new home sales, and the minutes. A lot coming out today on the Wednesday, hitting us right before. Unusual Whales podcast is growing. Check it out, Unusual Whales. I like that name. It's catchy. It works. It works for me. It works for me. So, a person who retweets, who was on that one Bitcoin train? Let's go. Yes, yes, and more. Yes. And really, and honestly, if you join my trading group and you retweet here, I'm going to lend, I'll drop some BTC. All right, $100 of Bitcoin. If you join my trading group today, so basically, if you join the trading group today, and I see you retweet, or if you're in the trading group and you retweet, and if I get 50 retweets and 100 comments, I'm gonna, I'll give someone, whatever. I don't want to use even the words, but 100 Bitcoin will be blessed on a person. 100 Bitcoin to be blessed on somebody. So let me know. Head to the tweet right now. Get your chance. Who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want some free Satoshis, man? I would run there right now and get it in. So you want retweets, we want comments. That's what we want here. All right? And I'm going to pay to play here. I'm going to pay to play. You see that? I'm going to pay to play. So let's get 100 comments, 50 retweets. All right? 100 likes. The likes should match the comments. If you comment, you should like. Let's get this pumping. All right? And what you want to do is also, if you can, I'll find you. When I pick the person, I'll find you. Then you're going to DM me your Discord. All right? Got to be in the trading group to win. You got to be in the trading group to win. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of the catch, though. Will we get everyone to do it? No, we won't. All right. You know what? You don't have to be in the trading group to win. But you got to at least join my server, my Discord server. You got to show me that you joined the free server, which is free. Completely free. All right? So it's completely free value here. Who is on? I mean, this is insane. Right? So get your chance to jump on in for some sats. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Okay? Choo-choo. All aboard. Almost there. Here's the people that responded before they even knew. And so they're even the blessed ones, right? Let's go, baby. Pick me. I'm joining the trading group if I win. Ooh, smart move. So it comes right back to me? I mean, that would be a no-brainer for me. That would be even Steven, And then 2 people would be happy there. One person would gain adoption. Other person would gain the knowledge. And my business would grow. So jump on in. Let me know. Let's get it in. Let's get this moving. All right? Let's get this moving. We got to get 100 comments. All right? 50 retweets, 100 likes. All right, enough pushing Twitter now. But I love Twitter. And I'm helping Twitter every day. I mean, every time Twitter moves, right? The numbers are moving on Twitter. I should say right here, you will receive, I'll be doing blah, 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 right? But whatever, we'll figure it out later. CryptoCraft.com, a great place to check up on information and understand. Has Bitcoin triggered a magazine cover indicator buy signal? So when magazines start to talk about when things are down, they usually wait till things are really far down. And by that time, they notice it's been down for so long. Like we have been putting these articles out for 18 months straight. Like it's been down. But they're just saying it's down now. So you're like, So professional analysts and traders will know this from a personal anecdotal experience. By the time one of the non-trading friends or family speaks about a certain investment, the market is usually saturated and about to reverse. It's a strange counterintuitive phenomenon that when everyone says buy, it can be a great time to sell. Why? Because saying buy has probably already been bought. So here's the latest Economist front page titled Crypto's Downfall. And so the idea is whenever you see a big publication talk about the dumpage or the end, it's usually the time to buy. And this is just a kind of funny anecdotal scenario. Has Bitcoin been triggered by a magazine-covered indicator buy signal? Funny. Just funny, right? The old magazine trick, the old magazine buy signal, The latest cause of crypto angst has been over the collapse of the FTX exchange. This has led to a big crisis in the crypto confidence, which has brought a voice to crypto cynics, concern to neutrals, and grime resolve for the holders. The point of the article is not to argue for or against Bitcoin in principle, but to recognize we may be at a peak bearishness now. If the USD has peaked, a weak USD trend to help Bitcoin higher. So with Bitcoin USD around 100 EMA on the monthly chart, will it hold? Interesting enough. We could take a look at that ourselves too. I like that. And that will bring us back to the charts. And I like how we kind of circle that article back into the charts. What a beautiful time it is to be alive. So look, here's the 221, here's the 50, there is the 100. And right now we are stuck. Ooh, get off me now. Get off me. Right now we are stuck sitting pretty at the 100 simple moving average. Just handling ourselves nice and tight. We never really hit it before. Did we before? I don't even know if we had enough timing in the 100. No. But Bitcoin's such a young asset. This is the first of the monthly. I tell everybody, to me, it's about hidden bullish divergence. And you got this swing up to swing up. You got this swing down to swing down. You got hidden bullish divergence on Bitcoin. And this is the hidden signal that I was talking about in the thumbnail. So there is no clickbait. This is the hidden signal. Hidden bullish signal that nobody's talking about. That nobody is going over. MACD is slowly getting out of its bearish tones, right? Starting to kind of mill its way out. At the end of the day, we're in a falling wedge. Falling wedges break out 68% of the time. Don't they? Funny, are we in a what I call an ascending cup and handle? These are just ideas. And I also was showing signs of this broadening wedge. On the monthly. And I've been talking about this. I haven't seen a lot of people go over it. And you can also see how this trend line has been respected for Bitcoin for a long time. We break that trend. You could say we go to 76 bucks. That's just not possible in my humble opinion. So I believe we're getting pretty close to the bottom. I bought 16,000 Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin at 16,000, 16,005. Did you? I bought 17,000, 18,000, 19,000. Did you? You've been watching me scoop up dang near. You watched me buy a whole one at 19. I've been buying up 2, 3, 4. I've been buying up Bitcoin live in front of everybody, showing you that, hey, this is where I accumulate. Then I use the BTC pairs during the bull run to maximize that Bitcoin. And throw in some USDT pairs too and make some USDT too. Just make it all fun and games and just make money during the bull run. But I make sure my Bitcoin is stacked and packed and ready for the next bull run, ready to go. And you have 18 months. It's going to go by faster than you realize. Time goes like this. I'm 40 years old coming up. I'm turning 40 in April. The big 40. Unbelievable. It's a big birthday. It's a big time. It's like, oh my God. And for me and my family and friends, to hit the 40. Even for my dad, I looked at my dad. I was like, your son is 40 years old. My dad is 76. He's an old man. My dad had me when he was 36 years old. Wow. Time is just flying by. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. 4 years from now, my dad will be 80. My dad will be an 80-year-old man. He'll be as old as Joe Biden. Sorry. Anyway, it's just crazy, right? So we're seeing hidden bullish divergence for Bitcoin. What is hidden bullish? Well, I saw it before. I've seen it before. All right. We had it right here. We had this swing up to swing up here. But it was swinging down here. And this was hidden bullish on the monthly, and we've only seen it at huge movements. Here we had a little bit there too. And these were our bottom areas for Bitcoin. So just something to think about, you know, and pretty much insanity. Crazy insanity, right? But these are like, and so yes, and we could somewhat validate it. We could go like this, and we could go lower. We could go to 13.8, 12K. We could test this level in this in 98 and 10,000. We can. I'm not saying, and this still would all be valid, okay? But what I am saying is if we looked like this, look, if we look back in time, and we saw us in this run here, and we saw these lows, and if we were somewhere here or there, and we drew our box of, like, this is the sweet spot, you know? And like that's what you want, right? That's the spot. That's what you want to be in. And so then we look at here, and we fell down early in the lows here, and like it was about just having the gall, which most people didn't. And you only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Here you had like maybe 10 months, but you had, you know, about a year to just grab the prices when everyone was just in complete fear, wilding out. The news here was horrible. Tone Vays was saying 1,800. He was. Like one of the biggest guys in the space telling us we're going to 1,800 bucks. Likely to see lower Bitcoins. He's like, I don't think we're at 3,000. He's like, I don't think we've seen enough pain yet. I remember watching the video. I was like, not enough pain yet? I was like, dang, man. Like, this is the most pain I ever felt in my life. I've been through it all, everybody. So this is nothing to me. I've seen it. I came from the depths down here. I've been on this Bitcoin train for a long time, and I'm not going anywhere, and you're not going anywhere, and we collectively as lifers are not going anywhere. Long live the lifers. I'm telling you right now, long live the lifers. I will stay strong in my condemnation, you know, my beliefs and my conviction. I will stay strong in my conviction and my beliefs, and I will hear not, want not. I will believe in myself and my team. I got a great team there for me every day. Look, I said I was traveling today. One of my elite messaged me, hey, man, I'll be checking on Bitcoin for you while you're traveling. You know, we have you guys with kid gloves. My trading group, every single person cares about every single person. I teach love, light, and high-frequency behavior. That's the way you'll be treated. You join my trading group. You act any way different, you will be removed. I will say that. I don't like removing people, but every once in a while I do. If you're constantly swearing, if you're using profanity, if you're bugging out, and honestly, I don't even want to mention it because it rarely happens. But if it does, so I just want to let the people know that you won't deal with any of the things you've dealt with in other groups. We have more women in my group than any other group because it's not a man fest. It's a place where people of all walks of life love each other. And, you know, I shut off the memes quickly when I first started my group, and everybody knows that I'm not into the memes. Because what happens is one meme leads to another, and then I see a lot of derogatory memes that are derogatory towards women. I'm really serious. It gets like funny, and then it's not so funny. And I have a twin sister, 2 daughters, and an older sister. My whole life, I said I was around my mom, my 2 sisters. Now I'm around my wife and my 2 girls. So my whole life I've been surrounded by women, and I'm not trying to make this a women thing, but heading into Women Web3 in Miami next week, and having, you know, so many beautiful women in my life. I do like to discuss, and seeing that I've been in many other trading groups, and to see such a feminine presence in my trading group is a blessing. And I think it makes everyone feel comfortable because, you know, we have a loving place, and it's a good place, and it's a heartfelt place. And again, I'm done preaching about the love, but I love the love. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. All right, so can we get off topic a little bit from the charts and talk about love? Can I take a little bit of time to get into the love? I love each and every one of you, and on Thanksgiving, remember your family. Remember, be in the present moment. You know, put your phone down. If you're always on your phone, leave it upstairs. You know, go put it somewhere. Be like, put it down and be like, I'm going to go downstairs without my phone today. I do it sometimes. I take it, I put it somewhere, and I'm like, that way you can't just sit there and keep doing this because you'll do it. You'll do it at dinner. You'll do it in front of your kids. You'll do it. Put the phone away. Be there with everybody tomorrow. I'm gonna attempt to take a good 7 hours away from the market, 6 hours, and just rest my brain and be there with my family. You know, I will live stream. We'll do what we can. We'll look at the markets together at the beginning of the morning, and then we'll go from there. Okay? But please promise me you'll be there. You'll be present with your family tomorrow. If you're in America, if you're not from another country, do whatever you got to do, right? You may not even know what Thanksgiving is or give it down a yahoot. But if you are celebrating and you're in this country, It's all superficial. We get it. We make up these random holidays. But you know what? Use it for what it is. It does bring everyone together. You have a chance to be with your loved ones. Make it awesome. You know? Make it awesome. Make it the best Thanksgiving you ever remember. Play with the kids. Come up with a board game. Put your coat on and go outside and freeze your butt off and play hide and go seek. Push yourself to be awesome. Just do it. Be the uncle. Be the brother. Be the son. Be the sister. Be the daughter. Be the aunt. Just go hard this Thanksgiving for your family and your friends. I don't care if they haven't spoken to you. I don't care if they've been rude to you. Eat it. Shut it up. Be the one. Be the best one. Be the bigger one. Don't say a word. Handle it with love. And just kiss. Just send love to everybody that needs it. If someone's in a disgruntled place tomorrow, one of your family members is off, and they're trying to ruin the day, say a prayer for them quietly in the bathroom when and just have a great day and move on and spread as much positivity as you can tomorrow. Everybody needs it in your family. Everybody needs it in the world. Let's get it in. You know, I'm going to do my part too. And I'm talking to myself right now. I want to be the uncle. I'm going to be an uncle tomorrow. I'm going to be a son tomorrow. I'm going to be a brother tomorrow. I have many roles to fill. A husband, a father as well. I'm going to be all of those things. And I want to be present for them all. Right? And that's the key about Thanksgiving. You got more roles to fill when you got your family around. Because you're different. You're a different person to different people. You're an uncle to your little nephews and nieces. You got to be a cool uncle. You can't, put in a little extra effort. Hey, change your voice, make them laugh. Do something cool. Your mom, go up to your mom, give her a nice little hug, rub her on the shoulder, give her a kiss. Look your dad in the eye, give him that handshake if you have a dad, if you're lucky enough to have these people in your life. I don't care if they've been mean. I don't care if it wasn't the way you wanted it to be. Tomorrow, just be awesome and let everyone know that love is the winning thing. Anyway, I'm done. But I was just speaking to myself too, these are little pep talks for me. I appreciate you all being in on them. So 16,450 for Bitcoin, and it's just an interesting idea here. Back to the Sammy, cup and handy, half a cup of handy to the upside. But how much more can we get? We're going to get tighter in the wedge, but that wedge is pretty tight on the monthly chart. All right. And if the monthly breaks to the downside, this would be the measured move. This is another cool thing. And I've done this before. When the actual measured move just doesn't make sense, like negative 2,000, then it's just unlikely that can happen. In another idea, you'd be like, well, that is the measured move. If this falling wedge breaks to the downside, that's where you would go. That's just technical analysis. And that would be a negative $2,000 Bitcoin. Negative 21,000. So it's like, that's another way of finding the bottom. When the TA just doesn't, reality doesn't, it can't play out in reality. The technical analysis because that's spot on TA. It's just telling you that's basically your measured move. If you break down, here's your measured move to the upside somewhere at 81,000. What if we were to hit that before the halving? Then we would go into the halving and anything that, I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen and it's unlikely, but anything is possible for me. As much as we could go down to 3K, we go to 80K. I'm open-minded, and that's the true gift of a trader, to be completely open-minded as humanly possible. Okay? May God bless each and every one of you today on this lovely day. The day before Thanksgiving. A day to reflect, a time to think for the next month. It's definitely a time to reflect. You think about the whole year. You're going to see more family and friends in December too. And then there's the New Year's and the resolutions, and then we're back at it again at 2023. And we went quarter by quarter through this insane year of 2022. Shout out to everybody that stayed. I spent every single day, and I didn't miss so far. Haven't missed one day of streaming the entire year. Did not miss one day, and I plan on doing the same in 2023. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. I look forward to it. Each and every one of us here together again. So let's get back into the charts. I'm out of my sentiment. I got to drink some water and get out of my sentiment. Getting all preachy in here. How's everybody doing in the chat? We love the Lifer. You built it with love, and that's why we came. We thank you, Lifers for Life. Happy Thanksgiving to you, BB, and the babies. God bless you, Love Learning, for your $5 donation. You didn't have to do that. May God bless you. Please look at GRT now. It's gone nuts. Why? You are the best. Thank you. Let's take a look at GRT. GMX, I'm telling you, put that on your radar. I'd be surprised. That's on the radar right now. GRT. The graph out of nowhere, getting a massive pump to the upside. I do hold this long term. It's like the Google. I mean, it had a pretty good bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that, and the algos picked up on it, and they bought into the bullish divergence. I mean, it could be an idea that is Bitcoin going to spike out of its little falling wedge to the upside, right? But the graph token absolutely exploding there. Yep. Bullish divergence out of the wedge. A little bit high risk for me on the lows. Let's see if it can recapture. We did say it was going to dump to the downside when someone asked us about it. Pretty close to the target there. Would have been a nice, decent short with the bearish retest of the point of control. When something's moving like this, you flip to the 1-minute chart and you zoom in. So we're highly zoomed in now in a small time frame. And you flag it out and you just, you speculate. You never chase a green candle. You find continuation patterns on smaller time frames. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. But the idea is, yeah, when in doubt, flag it out. All right, this could continue. You never know. I don't like to chase green candles. It already had a pretty big of a bit of a pump there. We shall see. Biggest gainer of the day. Let's take a look on KuCoin. Is amazing, but it's Nano just absolutely beaming. And this is what I like, the smaller time frames. They can kind of put some things in perspective for you here. And you see, why did he leave that? Like, that should be kind of managed into the trade. And I get it. And you will. But, like, after years and years of trading, eventually you can break the rules. But you got to know them, Normally, you should never omit, all right? And that still is a trend line. So I'm still respecting it. You see that? And you got some cup and handle vibes here. Not perfectly, though. Usually the cup should be more solidly to the bottom. But you got vibes. That's all. Does this want to continue? And you got this long ledge. This is pumping. I mean, you said money actually virtually free. Maybe someone just realized that. And like, Nano is the hottest coin. We had a guy in here that absolutely loves Nano. Nano was his thing. He's been in Nano for like 5 years. He's believed in it. My man, Sergu. I see you, Sandu, right? We see you, man. Possibly 80% more gains coming out of the... I mean, this is the 1-minute chart. But, I'm just looking at it. It's starting to consolidate. Does Nano have more gas in the tank? He could. I get out of that 1 minute. It's a little too enticing, right? Litecoin on that live. Like, look, we had Litecoin here. Look, ascending triangle broke out. We had this flag, came out, dwindled, and then, I mean, it just absolutely shot to the upside. I'm looking for possibly another move. The 4-hour does say you're cooked. 4-hour says you're done, so it's high risk on the 4-hour time frame. But you still got this flag on the 1 hour and you're overbought. It's high risk. You're fighting the 4-hour time frame, and that's why I always look at multiple time frames. And you can't look at every single one. Like at one point, you have to kind of. So I use the daily, the 4-hour, the 1 hour, the 15, and the 7 if I really have to put the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. But yeah. So there's a chance here that Litecoin, which has been getting a lot of good press lately, even from BitBoy. BitBoy just recently was like, I like Litecoin. Actually, I might change my tune on Litecoin. And that's funny. I might have to. I never. Litecoin was the first coin I ever really got into. I found out about Ethereum at $9, Litecoin at $5. I started buying Litecoin and telling everyone about it. I was like, Litecoin's going to change your life. And honestly, like a few $1,000s in Litecoin would have turned into like 80 grand back in the day too. 2016, 2017. I first saw about Litecoin when it first came on Coinbase. Like the day it hit Coinbase, I'm like, they only had 3 coins on Coinbase when I first started it. They had Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That was it. Those are the only 3 coins on Coinbase when I opened my Coinbase account. Those are the only coins you could buy. I try to think if you could even buy Litecoin at one point. And I saw Bitcoin go up. I saw Ethereum go up. So Litecoin was the next coin. And I said to everybody, like, these things just go up. Like, that's the next one. I was like, so we might as well just buy this one. And people looked at me like I was absolutely insane. It would go to $400 from $5. It's an 80x, right? An 80x. $1,000 turned into $80,000. Yes, I mean, hard to sell that top at 400. It was insane. But at least $250, $300 was very doable. So that's still a 60x. 20 for every 100, You 20x at $5. I mean, Litecoin changed my life forever. I'll always remember it. It'll always have a special place in my heart. I'll always have this like sentiment for it. Litecoin. So it's in a flag, and this flag could pump. And maybe it doesn't get the measured move. It could even get rejected here. But even that's probably what, 6-7%? 14. Oh, 12. Still a hefty bag for the day. So watching Litecoin for a possible move here. And I like to trade the 3L token if you're going to trade it and get 3x the leverage. It is high risk, though. Be careful. This is on KuCoin and MEX Global. All right? Jump on into KuCoin and MEX Global today. They're my favorite two exchanges. I love them. They have the 3Ls. 3Ls is basically a leverage trading token, but you can't get liquidated. All right? It compounds the interest against the Bitcoin move. And again, like Bitcoin tanked recently, we played Matic short, right? So when Bitcoin was about to tank, we find out that these coins mirror Bitcoin. We know what coins are most mirrored to it, and this short pumped beautifully to the upside. And it was a beautiful move. It was this is what we played. I identified this as a bit of a triangle, and we played this move to the upside out of this wedge. And Matic boomed to the upside. It's old news now. We're on to our next gain. And then you had the shoulder, head, and shoulder, which dumped you down, right? But that was a 43% gain when Bitcoin tanked. And while everyone was screaming and freaking out, we were taking gains again. Just like the weekend before, we found DYDX, which reminds me, where is that coin sitting now? Let's take a look at DYDX. So I had it in this flag. It fell out of the flag, as you can see. Kind of consolidated it into a newer falling wedge. And it's attempting to break up now. We look at the daily time frame. That's what I really want to focus on. I want to see my bigger time frames beginning to curve here. I would watch this closely. Decentralized, everyone just FOMO'd in. But now people are going to do their research and really start to kind of breathe it in and really start to live it in. And that's going to create a more consolidated move with, more than just a flash of the pan pump. And I'm looking for this to really start to gain some steam. DYDX, decentralized exchanges. The more people know about them, the easier they're going to be to use. If nobody uses them, then it's going to be hard. We're not going to be able to fill our order books. It's not going to be easy, right? This microphone makes me want to talk like Elvis, baby. First mile, pants down, you know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Rockin' all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Woo-wee. Sorry, I just had to do it. But it's just, when you see the mic, you're dancing around, you're like, rock bamboo. My dad got kicked out of school for wearing a button, an Elvis button. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So I'm looking at DYDX for possible gains here on the daily time frame. Setting up for a beautiful move. Point of control, it bounced off of. Now it came up for an SR flip on this area. You can see it holding the zone pretty nicely. And you never know what I'm going to do, man. You never know what I'm going to do. You never know what I'm going to do. So we got strong support here. DYDX looking interesting. Flux possible double bottom. Clean fade. By the way, I know. How about that fade, huh? Yo, thank you so much for that, man. Yo, dude, the lady was like, I found a new hairstylist. She's the best. I'm going to put her name. I told her I'm going to put her name out there. I got to send her the clip. Let me see here. I told her I was going to blast her out on Instagram today because she's the best. Her name's VICKYSMERAKI. All right, Vicky, we're going to find you on the gram. I can't wait till I have a team. Like, pull up Vicky, and I can act like, Jimmy, can you get Vicky up on the gram? And he'd be like, yeah, we'll get her up on the gram right now, right away, sir. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. And so we're talking about at Vicky. And I went high end. And it was today. It was this morning. My wife called and they were like, we'll open up for you. I was like, really? Like, she's like, yeah, she'll come in early just to cut your hair. I'm like, what? Like, treated me like complete gold today. Like, but here she is. Here's VICKYSMERAKI. 242 followers. Boost up her followers today out of nowhere. Can you guys do that for me? She's like just a hairstylist in a local town. Like, just blast her up like 100 followers out of nowhere. It'll be so funny. And then leave some comments like, Crypto Lifers love you. Like, his hair looks amazing. Like, no, seriously, like, the lifer loves his hair. Like, even if it's on another, you know what I mean? But she goes hard, man. I mean, of course, it's all women's hair. She should take a picture of my hair and put it in there. I should be in there, you know? But yeah, she did an amazing job. I absolutely love my hair. But this is Instagram. Jump on in today, right? And if you can follow her right now, man, I would love to give some random person 100 followers. Vicky, man, health and beauty hairstylist at Lords and Ladies. She hooked it up, baby. She hooked it up. Lords and Ladies is a beautiful place to get your hair cut too. Might as well kind of, you know, give them a little bit of a shout out. Dude, you know, they do the nice wash. It's spot on. It is spot on. It is spot on. All right. Book an appointment today at Lords and Ladies if you're in Boston. All right. They have a bunch of locations. Vicky did the thing. And she was a Greek lady. All right. Enough about the haircut. So I'm liking DYDX. Looking pretty good to me too. DYDX on the radar on the daily time frame. And we have the narrative too. The decentralized exchanges looking hot. Do I own any of this? No, not at the moment. But I'm thinking of possibly taking a move on this myself. I like how it's setting up. Simple move. Simple as simple does. You got falling volume with falling price. You got the MACD turning. You got the RSI getting a bit of a move. You have this kind of starting to kind of bend on out, and it could bend on out pretty nicely. You have resistance, and support. You're above a high volume node, and you're on your way to kind of move to the high liquidity zone and kind of mesh through all the buyers there and push on out. It's also got a bit of a cup and handle feel, and kind of have, I guess we could say we got this trend line going on that we broke but got back above. And kind of have like this going on here. Bit of an ascending feel, ascending triangle feel. Got some vibes, right? And honestly, now that I actually really open up my mind, we got this kind of idea. Could we make a right shoulder in this pocket and break on out too? So this is interesting. Starting to build on bigger ideas here. So you can see why I like this idea, and you can see what I'm doing. Also, I almost messed up here, didn't pull my fib. I'm sitting in that. Look, I mean, that's golden pocket status. 618 wick to the 618. We're hugging right there, rear of the 0.5 now. So we've done our retracement. This is looking pretty interesting to me now. I mean, there's a lot of confluence in a bullish move coming for DY, and we know the narrative. It's a decentralized exchange. So there's so much going on here that makes sense. Follow me for more information like this. We should clip this out, everyone, and that should be like a TikTok. You know what I mean? And you should cut it quickly, like DYDX. Whoa, it's like this. Like, don't use it in succession. Like, take parts from the end, parts from the beginning, and like make it like I'm like DYDX. Well, this is the narrative. 618. Oh my God. Also in ascending. And you could make this like with a lot of creative editing. You guys could you could create all this stuff like Sean, you should like really get into that because you're the young buck with just how you've been raised. You've been seeing this stuff your whole life. You don't even know it. We had to learn it, but you've been kind of brought into this idea, you know, just ideas running through my head. I'm sorry if I'm being rude. So this BNX, Binary X, this thing just came out on KuCoin, right? It's brand new. I've never even heard of it. We were looking at it earlier on, actually it was announced since April. Weird, I'm on the daily. But it just looks super new. It was pumping on Binance. I don't know anything about it. I kind of want to research the project, honestly. Slightly retesting. Got a really strange price action. This thing is weird. Dumping on the daily, you know. I just never heard of it. So you might want to write it down. Something brand new. We had a beautiful, look, we played this BNB. Beautiful pump to the upside. Almost hit our 64%. We nailed it for massive gains, though. At least 33. Total of 48. Came back down for a retest, but now BNB is looking strong yet again. So I'm going to rework my idea for BNB, and I'm going to just kind of see what I see brewing here. Is the music a little too loud today? It's all right. I have Binary X NFTs. I got early on when it was released. Totally forgot it existed till now. Shiba Inu coin. Yes, let's go, Sean. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. CNC Ireland, love learning. Everybody here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Flux Possible. Take a look at that after hours investing, asking about Flux. We will get to that super chat. God bless you and yours for the 333. Yeah, there's so many people that's not me, Jeff. You already said you don't have to clarify. Why do people no, I love you, Justin, but you're like, can someone clarify? I would hate to block you. You know who I am. You just said it yourself. You said he has a 0 and I am 33. You just answered your question. You don't have to double check. You don't have to go over it. You know in your heart. Don't second guess yourself, man. You know I'm the 33 and that dude is the 330. So, you know, you got it. Look, and we got 63 comments, 56 retweets, 73 likes. Can we get 100 comments? 100 comments. And I'm going to pick one person in the section here and going to bless them with $100 worth of Satoshis. Okay? Hey, I might join the group with it. Been in the server and the live every single day. Where do you think I got that? I love it. Every single day. I mean, he put some effort in. He put a picture in. Says he might join. Let's go, baby. Let me have that sat, baby. Nick Chow. This guy went in and put in the work here. He went out of his way and made. I'm kind of like, okay, he's getting my win here. Relying Crypto Lifer. I may pick two people. The more you give, the better, right? Give away $200. I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood to give. I want to give in the bear market. When everyone's freaking out, I'm going to give in the bear market. I'm going to give away things. You know, I don't even like saying that, but give away your love. Give away all your love, baby. Getting in those gains with you every day to keep growing that whole Bitcoin. You're the man, Sam. After hours investing. My man, I love this. Doing his thing. He's got his chart out. He's looking at everything while he's on the live. Amazing. 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 So let's get back into brass tacks for Bitcoin and kind of cover the DXY as well. DXY dumping horribly. It's a good sign. Something that we want to see. Everyone too. I have to end the show probably 11:20 today. A little earlier than normal. I got to pack and get on the road. And I don't have much time. I'm actually very pressed for time. So I got to make sure I get things up and running as fast as humanly possible. Could hit some traffic too. We don't know. So, of course, I have a lot going on. Like everybody on the day before Thanksgiving. If you're lucky enough to have to go find a group of people to be with, I got to go find them. No, I'm just, But so, look, we talked about this idea, and I was not happy. I said I would love to see this come up and then roll over. And look, it never broke out. It stayed low on the 1 hour and just... And we just got completely sold off. And the dollar continues to tumble. A beautiful sign. It's so sad because we were waiting on this. And they were so inversely correlated. And the second this dump, we knew Bitcoin was going to pump so hard. But then we got this strange FTX. We found out they had like fake Bitcoin and all this other nonsense, and they were wrapping Bitcoin that was like not worth anything anymore on the Solana network. They had all this wrapped Bitcoin, and then people start, oh man, it was just a mess. But luckily, look, this broke to the downside, and that's kind of, that's going to be your measured move when you have a falling wedge. You take the length of this area in a bit of diagonal sense, and pretty much where you ended up falling to the downside. This is beautiful. So I'm going to rework this pattern. I'm going to see what's going on, but I am very excited. I mean, we may not be getting the correlated perfect pump we wanted. I believe Bitcoin should have pumped even harder today off this dump. But this is, it's not pumping huge, right? We don't have the dollar, and I did call the top of the dollar. So I may not have called the bottom of Bitcoin perfectly, but I called the top of the dollar. And the reason why I sold Bitcoin, I was like, I don't see how the dollar could be any more valuable. What's weird is Bitcoin dumped a little bit with the dollar, which didn't make sense to me. Really didn't. But eventually I see this I see it straightening back out, and then Bitcoin starting to make its gains against the dollar. But you can see we just low, and then we fell out of this to the downside. That's also your measured move, right? If you take the length here, that's how you're going to figure out where you're going to drop from a wedge. And look, that's exactly where we went. This is insane how accurately and spot on your technical analysis is. Like, it just continues to play out. So now we had this inverted head and shoulder that did break out, but we got resistance at a previous area, and this is your support and resistance. Previous support becomes new resistance. And if you understand this, that's why my line was there. That's why my lines are already pre-drawn. Look, we bounced here off a line that I already had drawn because I knew this was a resistance, a support area. It's all there for you. You just got to pay attention. Okay? And if you put in the work, you're going to understand exactly where price action is likely going to go. And you're going to be like a meteorologist that seems to be spot on every single time. Okay? So now, like, what we're looking at here is an even more bearish pattern. Like, we could get this shoulder. This could be getting ahead. We could trunce back up, and like this could just continue to dump. So beautiful thing for altcoins and Bitcoin and whatever we want to trade. We definitely want to see this continue to trend lower. And now we got something like this. And now we have an area for a possible double bottom. And we'll go from there. All right. And so that's what we're looking at for a bounce on the dollar index. Let's take a look at ES1, the S&P futures. All right. We talked about their likelihood of breaking to the upside. I went over this, right? Let me get rid of that yellow line I did not need to make. We talked about it breaking to the upside out of this wedge. What happened? It did. It did exactly that. Then we even made this little wedge, and we hit the measured move there. All right? Why is the measured move so big here? Because when I brought it out, that's just the length of the pole. And then I kind of gave it its trajectory. But so can we break out parabolically out of this rising wedge? That would be the case. Back above 4,000. I called this reversal for the S&P. If you remember, like 2 weeks ago now, the video still stands. Funny, Frankie's still there. The video still stands if we go to the videos here, and it wasn't that long ago because they started to organize this by video and S&P 1 month ago now. Let's see the date on this. So this was so far. You can't see the date anymore on things. October 22nd, 2022. The 22s in 2022. Only 100 people saw this in the world. But I called a reversal for the S&P for the entire world markets. And that's how I said it. I said, I'm calling a reversal. I've been looking at how the Federal Reserve actually works, blah, blah, blah. 15 years with some, anyway, so crazy. And ever since then, the S&P, since October 22nd, which you can find right around there, right there, that was basically our last bottom. And we have mooned since then on the S&P. The exact bottom of the day that I called it. Couldn't almost get it any cheaper on the 22nd right here.
I didn't want to come down here.
What are you doing?
I didn't want to have to come down here.
Yeah, but I have till 11:15, no? That's it, huh? That's it?
Yes.
I'm the lifer, though.
Nice haircut. You're welcome.
I got a real woman to cut my hair. She was a real woman. Not like you. I'm saying, I'm not, that's nothing again. That doesn't sound right. You're even more. You're even more. No, I didn't mean this. I was saying. I wasn't saying. I know. I wasn't saying you were. No, I wasn't saying. No, I wasn't saying that you weren't a real woman. You're like the realest woman in my life. She was like you. She was a real woman. Like that's what I.
She was like me.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, like she doesn't. She could never be as real as you. Like you're like Missy Elliott, real. Like she.
A real woman.
Yo, what a fail. Now we have to sit in the car for like 2 hours, 3 hours together. It's gonna be
a real woman, right? Why? She had long hair?
No, what I mean is like she like came in, she was like, I know how to make this man look good. Like,
all right, we're done. Hurry up, Sam.
What do you mean? Like, yo. Oh my, oh man. Oh my god, it's just so classic. Like it doesn't get better than that for the holidays. Like, come on now. Game over. I want to see what y'all said. I want to see you getting it good. Say bye to your friends. Stop talking. Stop talking. Now close your mouth otherwise. Just close your mouth. Don't say she like. Open mouth. Insert foot. R.I.P. Lifer. No. Someone said, he said no. Oh man, yo, I'm laughing so bad it's hurting my cheeks. Oh my gosh. And Kutsi Butsu said no. No. I got skulls and X's in there, man. I seen some skulls. Dig deeper. Stop digging. Game over. Shut it, brother. It's hard with family. I'm with you. Doghouse. I go. Stop talking. Just learned today is Fibonacci day. There you go. Better buy her a Bitcoin. Use a back note next time. Why don't you? Oh my gosh. Yesterday's banned MLS 706 daily low 1 hour with the divs. Ooh. ETH, Pancake Swap, MATICBTC, ETHBTC. Today, Debt Flux. Wow, we got a lot of super chats to get at after. Let's take a look at MATICBTC. Well, ES1, it's overbought on the 4-hour time frame, and it's at the top of the channel. It's likely to head back down to the bottom of the channel, even if we pump. You know, we're cooling off here. So we could get pinned, and anything could happen, but we're cooling off a little bit. Take a look at our 22 and our daily. They're both a little pinned too. So not, you know, we've had a nice pump, but look at the last few days. We've had a beautiful pump. It's going to be a little bit of a pullback. If this falling wedge pulls back, it's going to break all the way back down here for a double bottom. That could happen, and we could lose all that momentum we made. I'd like to see us get above here and bounce. So this is going to be a kind of a big area for the next 2 days for the S&P. Can we get back above the zone is the question. How we do that, we're going to watch it closely, but the daily is going to have to kind of make a bit of a surge here, even though it's a little high in the stochastics. We're going to have to hit this measured move, personally, of the pole.
Sam, I went to Starbucks today.
All the way here to 4291. Yeah.
And there were a bunch of firefighters, and one of them held the door for me, and he was a real man.
He was. Yeah, because that's what a real man does.
Big, strong man.
Big, strong, real man.
Yeah.
Did he put his hand on your waist while he did that too?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
You think you got back at me because I'm like nervous of a strong fireman?
He was so...
I think firemen are hot too. Like, they're big and strong. Like, they save everybody. Like, I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. There's nothing wrong with you feeling feelings. You're a woman. He's a man. It's okay. It's okay, my love. It's okay. You can feel those feelings. Just don't act on them. Don't make your wife wait, Lifer. There we go again. Insert foot in mouth again. She's been cooking that one up. I can feel the pain in her voice. Time to pause the stream. She's just joking, man. She playing it up. She knows how to play it up. Believe me, we're a TV couple now. We know how to play it up. We got to play it up. Look, this went up 115%. Time just continued to go up. Look at that. Blasted. That's insane. There's been gains in the market the last few days. P-stake pumping. And we've been over them. We haven't hit every game, but we've been hitting it. Let's look at MATICBTC. And I will attempt to get back to anything that we missed. So let's look at MATICBTC. In this beautiful flag on the daily. That tells me it's about to make bacon on the beach. I mean, that looks a lot like the other coins that we looked at, like DYDX. Almost looks very similar to DYDX. And in a way, it is. I mean, Matic is decentralized. So it's going to ride that same wave. It's going to have a similar liquidity path, so to speak. And honestly, I just figured that out. But it makes sense, doesn't it? I'm not spewing nonsense. It makes sense. And that's why it probably looks a little bit like DYDX. MATICBTC looks absolutely scrumptious on the daily. And 11:15, I'm out hard. A hard out at 11:15. Let's see if I can pull this off. All right. Super chats, band, and MLS. Let's take a look at MLS. Win go! That's a huge M. We talked about it breaking out. It did. We kind of got that move. So we nailed that for 68% gains. Anyone that kind of saw that happen, we nailed that. Had a, hit the top area there. It's in a big M, but it's oversold in the daily now. So what I do is like, all right, is it in a falling wedge that broke out and broke back in? You see how you do that? I just started doing this like a year ago, but it does somewhat play out. Now that's a huge M pattern that could continue to the downside as well with a lower low down to here. It did get propped up pretty nicely, okay? But, I mean, it's oversold in the daily. Does it continue to pump back to the upside after the sell-off? Anything is possible. Win goal. Interesting. You pull a Fibonacci there, too, from the low to the high, and you are sitting at the 618706 Fibonacci level, which I believe you were talking about on the Super Chat. I appreciate you bringing that up. Thank you. Let's take a look at Cake, USDT. Cake on the KuCoin. And we love Cake. And I've been setting up Cake for a while now, but with that dip, Cake did dip. Never hit the stop loss, but dipped a little bit here. All right, so it's going to make us kind of revision. We're going to 15, hard out of 15, hard out of 15, my love, hard out of 15. I'm ripping through these super chats, making sure everybody is happy. We want to make sure the business runs right. We don't want any sour heads. He didn't do my super chat. Meh. I sent my money in and he didn't do my chat. Meh. Crypto Lifer is the worst. He doesn't do super chats. Even though I've been here one time and it's the one time he didn't do it. But you know what? I'm going to tell everyone that he doesn't do it. No. Ankle Kunzi Butsu. No. I got to call you now, Danny. We got to laugh about this. I'll call you for Thanksgiving, man. 45% gains possibly coming out of Cake. It's on my radar on the daily time frame. Reposition itself here. I could see it making some gains. DeFi, again, this is DeFi. Cake is DeFi. And Cake, you know, Cake Bitcoin too is on the radar. Cake is on the radar. I super chatted why yesterday for ETHBTC. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. We'll take a look at that super chat for you. It's still in this chamber, and we've talked about this. It's tight. ETHBTC is still looking beautiful. So ETHBTC is still on the radar. That's the quickest super chat you'll ever get. But I mean, it looks good. And it's even got a shoulder, a head and a shoulder for a move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for ETHBTC. Are you? Can't you just start throwing clothes in a thing?
No.
I'm just going to wear white shirts and pants. I'm going to wear the same thing every day. I don't care. I'm going to wear white t-shirts and 2 pairs of pants. That's it. Same thing. Call it a day. Couple collared shirts and I'm in there like swimwear. I'm a low maintenance dude. I look high maintenance online. Yesterday's band, today's Nat G debt flux. What is Nat G and debt? Nat G. I'm not doing natural gas. I don't do that stuff. I don't do debt either. Sorry. I appreciate it though, and I'm sorry. Switch it to a crypto and I'll hook you up. Make sure there's no egg in the car. I know, right? All right, everyone. I got to jump out of here for the day. I appreciate it. Any last requests? I really probably can't make them. The only request I can make is the request my wife wants is me to get offline. Band Protocol is my favorite project, though. Hold on. Of course I had to do that, right? Look at Band. I love Band. I traded it a lot back in the day, and it makes me happy. So Band is sitting at this 706, 786 Fibonacci. It does have some hidden bullish divergence, and I do see a move coming for Band. I would watch it closely on the daily time frame for a move back to the upside. Band holding the 786 right now. Band on the radar for sure. So I would watch Band Protocol. Bit of hidden bullish divergence there. Not perfect. It's a little messy. I'll take that away now, but it does show signs of life, and it is at the 786 Fibonacci retracement area. So Band on the radar for sure. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Let me look at Bitcoin one last time before I jump on out of here for the team. For Porter Rock and the team. Shout out to Porter. So look, we're looking at the 1 hour time frame in a falling wedge. It does suggest it could bounce to the upside. It really does. If we get a bounce, we're likely to just come back to this resistance area at 16,600. Can we make the measured move? Why do I have a pole this big? This is just a measured move. Pause. Can we get all the way up here to the measured move at 16,974 and that's 17K? I'm not impressed until Bitcoin makes a higher high above 17,000, 17,250 even. We are resting above this point of control. It's okay, but we're battling below this one here on the local area. We got to get above that previous node there to remain bullish if I zoom in on it. So we're fighting this area. We want to get above it to remain bullish. This is what we're looking at here, okay? So, and if we can't fully get back out of this, we could start to fall out of this falling wedge. Levels are the top trend line, which we could bounce from. We break that, we're going to hit 15,009, and we break that, we're going to come all the way back down to the bottom of this, and then we'll see from there where we go is 15,000. Could we be possibly SR flipping, which is resistance, 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 bouncing for support? That's what an SR flip is. We are seeing if the 1 hour can SR flip Bitcoin and get back to 17,000. That's what we're watching on. There's a high probability based on the stochastics that we will get the move and the lack of bearish momentum. We will see. Only time will tell. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you. You can, you will. You are the best. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream on Thanksgiving. Don't worry, I will be there. And I might even do a live stream later on tonight. You never know. I might pop in, showing you the Airbnb or whatever. I might get bored, might get busy. No, I should be with my family, right? Instead of being with my family, I'll make a live when I just told you to be with your family. Everyone, I love you. Have a great day. Be safe. And I hope I made you laugh. Hope you had fun. And I hope you learned something around while you did that too. I'm the Crypto Lifer, Sam Price. Without each and every one of you, I would have no show. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 393 likes, 400 likes, 560 people still kicking it. $24 in super chat revenue. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Be safe.